Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-October 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in energy, see what's happening for the lovely Libras. I hope you're all doing fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for the beautiful Libras in their birthday season, might I add? What energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Libra in mid-October. Let's see what's happening. And while we get this first card out, I just want to wish you all a very happy birthday from me to you. Whether it's already passed, whether it's still coming up, I hope you really have a fun birthday. And enjoy yourself, my friends. Let's get it going. What do we have here for the lovely Libras? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you. Oh, it's a little more fired up than what I usually see with the beginnings of your readings. Okay. Very fiery, very aggressive. Okay, so I'm not saying that's technically you. It could be somebody else. It's also a future focus card, which can be really nice, depending. But before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the October subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more about this card. And I'm sure you could see like the different color mixture. We have this strong divine feminine figure here. She's pointing straight ahead. She's wearing armor. Okay, so for some Libras out there, maybe you're just preparing for something big where it's like, okay, it's almost time. Here we go. But again, it just feels fired up to me. So for some of you, that can be good. That doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean you're going to be losing your temper and flipping out on people. You just might be highly motivated in this time. And even if you're not, just know when this card shows up, you might get that burst of motivation or fire to take some action, make some moves when this card is here. It's like kind of reminding me of a mixture of the Fool card and the Chariot, where it's like, okay, yeah, here we go. It's like giving me that kind of energy. But again, you might be a little more aggressive too. I mean, it doesn't mean you have to be, but just know that you could either be after something a little more aggressive or preparing for the future in a big way, right? Because she is pointing at the horizon and nothing's about to slow this energy down. So we're just going to put her to the side for now. Let's see what tarot has. And I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for the lovely Libras in their birthday season. What is happening? And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. There was a ton of strategy. The reading was titled, They Have a Plan. So whether it was you planning on something or someone that you're linked to, that kind of ties in with what we have here, because it's like, okay, let's go. Let's do this. There's just a whole bunch of strategic energy in your reading last week. Okay, so we're going to see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody you're linked to. Get it going. 3 cards for the lovely Libras in Libra season. What's happening? What is going on for my good friends? Okay, that's a good start. It's not fiery, but it's big. We have the 10 of Pentacles in position number 1. That is a very, very positive card. One of my favorites in the deck. Let's get a couple more. I'm trying to not get too overly optimistic on you. What do we have here for Libra? Thank you. Okay, 6 of Cups. Card of history. We have the water-earth mixture. Okay, so far so good. Let's get one more. That could be just pointing at someone else you're linked to as well. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Libra, you got some big energies, big cards coming up for you here, my friends. And now that first card, that fired up, let's go type of energy is starting to make some sense to me now, because these are all very intense energies. Now, before we fully go through, I'll give you a quick overview of the classical meanings and archetypes. But at first look, first glance, different elements showing up. So we have some earth, we have some water. I always say when you combine earth and water, it does represent potential abundance and blessings. The fact that we have the 10 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, 2 of the most prosperous, beautiful energies within the whole deck. We could be pointing at something big coming in for a lot of you. and it's really, really positive so far. Now, you know, with tarot readings, sometimes when you clarify, it could change the complexion. We might take a sharp left, but I'm very much cautiously optimistic about what we're seeing here, because there's some universal energies, karmic energies at play. So let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. So position number one, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Now, as I already mentioned, one of my favorite cards in the whole deck. You see that whole happy family there surrounded by pentacles. To me, on a positive note, this is a card of stability. It's a card that, yes, it can represent things like career and home, how you earn money, business, and all that stuff. But to me, this is more of like level up type of energy. Yes, tens could represent endings, but this could also represent ascending to a new level of some sort. So this could be really good and prosperous for a lot of Libras in this time. Now, when we get to the challenge of the Ten of Pentacles, and yeah, it could also represent the home and family, real estate, whole bunch of stuff. But when we get to the challenge of the Ten of Pentacles, since there's so much earthy energy here, can be a little stagnant. So for some Libras out there, maybe there's certain situations you don't feel like they're really changing. You don't feel like they're really moving when this energy is in the mix. This could be a very stubborn energy as well. So maybe there's someone you're connected to. They're very much set in their ways when this card is in the mix. We'll just see how it all plays together, because again, every card has positive and challenge. Okay, so we're just going to look at both aspects for now. Now, moving to the center, we have the Six of Cups. Interesting, where this very first card was looking to the future, full steam ahead, let's go. And the center card is all about history, all about the past. And makes sense. You might be doing a little more reminiscing, and it is your birthday season after all. And you see these two individuals, they're sharing cups. This is my biggest card of the past in the whole tarot deck, and I have seen energy returning for you in recent weeks, and this can, of course, represent things returning or bubbling back up. But when I see this, it's soul ties, it's soul connections. This could represent a very important person in your life, someone that you care for deeply. When the Six of Cups is here, it is a soul tie, especially with the karmic energy right here next to it on the back end. Now, the positives of this, yeah, again, it could just represent history with a person or reminiscing, but the challenge of this, it could represent somebody that has some baggage, right? I'm not calling anyone out, I'm not judging, but the Six of Cups can represent somebody that has things that are not worked through just yet, like something that might not be fully healed for whatever reason. So we'll look into this further. Now, what has me extremely excited for this reading is what we have on the back end. And we'll get that Six of Cups right back in place. But we got the Wheel of Fortune, my friends. Beautiful. And I always say this is my four-leaf clover. It's my lucky charm. This does link into Jupiter energy, and people that know about astrology, Jupiter is expansive. It's extremely lucky. I link this to Sagittarius, even though there's other indicators, but Sagittarius, Pisces energy, that is linked to Jupiter to me. So when I see this, I think of expansion. So we already have energy of level up. We already have an energy of expansion here. You might have a lucky break. Now, for some of you, with that fired up energy I was seeing in the beginning, you might take a gamble of some sort. You might want to try your luck with something that maybe you normally wouldn't. Maybe there's a certain situation or something where, you know what, usually you'd stay back or usually you wouldn't do nothing. It's a little more daring, especially with that first card in the 10 Cups. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to shake something. I'm going to do something a little different. So for a portion of you could try your luck when this card is here. Aside from all the things I already said about this beautiful Wheel of Fortune, it is a karmic card. So yes, it can represent karmic connections, karmic situations, karma getting served up to someone possibly. The Wheel of Fortune can represent cycles, opening and closing, so it could be beginnings or endings, and this is an energy that moves quickly. It's fast, it's sudden, it's unexpected, okay? Because the world moves slower, the wheel moves quick, okay? So that's kind of how they balance each other off. So we're just going to place this here right next to the Celestite. Yeah, Libra, we got to dive deeper on all this, my friends. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here. What's going on for my lovely Libras? What is happening? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. What's going on that 10 of Pentacles, shall we? What's going on there? Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Libra, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. What's going on here? Thank you. Three of Swords in reverse, getting better. Getting better. So for a lot of Libras out there, there could be a situation that you might be going through where there's a silver lining, whether you see it or whether you don't. The Three of Swords in reverse is something that, like, okay, it's getting better. It's moving in a positive direction. So if you've been having rough times recently, or even stagnant times, when I see the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Swords in reverse, this is something that's going to turn that frown upside down. This is absolutely an energy of a win or a victory that we're already seeing in position number one. Okay, now the Three of Swords is an iconic card. In its classical form, yeah, it could represent nervousness, anxiety, pain, all that stuff, heartbroken energy. It's all on a spectrum. But when I see it in reverse, it's healing. Okay, so when Ten of Pentacles, Three of Swords in reverse, there's an energy that's slowly getting better, slowly improving. But again, I feel for a lot of you, there's going to be something going down in your birthday season that's going to turn that frown upside down. So we're already picking up the energy of a win here. Okay, so that's nice. Some of you, it could be monetarily or career-based when we have the Ten of Pentacles with the Three of Swords in reverse, because it's like, okay, I feel good about this. I feel good about this. And remember, I was saying some of you might be taking a leap of some kind, or you might try your luck. So there's a confidence here in the front end. We're just going to keep moving forward. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory and good. But let's go in on that Six of Cups. We'll see whether this is a person or some history. We already have our first win lining up here. So that's good. That's positive. I really want to get over to that Wheel of Fortune, though. So let's see what's happening. Why is that Six of Cups here? Why is that Six of Cups in the mix for my Libras? Thank you. Okay. Five of Swords in the upright. That's not nice. That is not the nicest. So to me, it's either one or the other, and I was picking this up in the other air signs this week as well. This does feel like someone you're connected to that might be a little disgruntled about something. I mean, for all I know, maybe there's something you're a little disgruntled about as well, or someone you're disgruntled at with this energy. Because the Five of Swords, yes, it's energy. It could be selfish. It's a cold, aggressive type of energy. So when I see it underneath the Six of Cups, it's like, either one, this is a memory you don't like thinking about, so watch out for invasive thoughts, invasive memories in this time, because things like that can pop up, okay, especially around birthday season. We're not calling that into fruition. No, I feel like when I see the Six of Cups and the Five of Swords, we're looking at a person, okay, so whether it's someone you're upset or angry with, or a situation where it's like, yeah, this kind of has me a little pissed off. I was picking up this energy here in the beginning, this aggression. Now we have this aggression here in the center. I don't feel like this is someone taking it out on somebody else or anything like that. To me, it's more just like very aggressive. That's the best way I could put it. So watch out for, like, if there's anyone you're connected to where they're acting extra grumpy, extra mean, extra cold or distant, you might want to give that person some space when this energy shows up here. If not, either they're upset or maybe you're upset at someone. We're just going to keep moving, though. I don't want to linger on it. We're not gonna dwell on that. It is what it is. We can't control other people's emotions, all right? But let's see what's going on. Yeah, because now that's kind of the vibe I'm getting, where this one, yeah, it feels cool, calm, secure. This one is more stress-induced or angry. So let's see what the wheel has. Let's see what the wheel has here. We're getting a total different energy in the undercurrent here. So why is the wheel here for Libra? Boom. Wow. So I feel for a lot of you, there's going to be a really big turnaround in something. And I've been using a similar phrase in the very beginning here. Turn that frown upside down. Now we have a full turnaround here on the back end. We have the Magician in the upright underneath this Wheel of Fortune. This is universal. This is karmic. And I feel like it is detached from whatever this situation is here in the center. Libra, this is massive. This is like a massive stroke of good luck, or just a win or victory in a very large way. Now, I always say wins come in all different shapes and sizes. Sometimes it's minor, sometimes it's major. I feel like all this little tension, all this other little stuff, there could be something going on, or something that comes in that kind of wipes that all away, if that makes sense. Or again, turn something around completely, because I'm getting this massive win or victory. Now, if you've been purposely trying to manifest something, when the Magician shows up and the Wheel of Fortune there, it's like the universe saying, we got your order, Libra. Like your manifestation is coming post haste. That's the type of vibe we're picking up. And I'm loving it. I feel like the back end specifically, this Wheel and this Magician, very much claimable. So again, if there is something you're wanting to try your luck with, or something you're wanting to take a different approach than you normally would, This is favorable energy from the universe we're picking up. And again, there could be something that makes a very quick, rapid turnaround. You got multiple. You have this one win. Yeah, it makes you happy, turns the frown upside down. But this on the back end is just expansive, very claimable. I'm excited for it, right? And I don't even have any major Libra placements. So let's go through and do a quick recap. I love this back end energy. That's really fantastic. So again, just apply it to whatever situations you're going through right now, but luck will be on your side the coming days and weeks, okay? Even if you're going through a tough one now. But let's go through. Then we'll get to the shadow. Position number 1, we have the 10 of Pentacles with the 3 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, something could be starting to settle down, get better. I did say there could be something that turns your frown upside down. So we have this first little improvement. It's a slower one, but it comes in nonetheless. I do like it, and it's starting to feel stable. So for a lot of Libras out there, you might be starting to feel stable about a situation. In the center, we have the 6 of Cups with the 5 of Swords. There could be a situation or a person you're a little angry at, or they could be mad at you. All really depends. I don't feel like this is the center of the world or the center of the reading, but yeah, when I see the 6 of Cups and the 5 of Swords, if there is a person you're connected to where they're acting very aggressive, cold, distant, keep a distance from that. Moving to the back end, this is what we want. This is what we claim. We got the Wheel of Fortune clarified by the Magician. Beautiful, expansive energy. So again, I know a lot of Libras are focused in different areas of life. Some of you are watching because you like the soothing tones of my voice. Some of you are watching for work and career. Some of you are watching for relationships. But I feel for a lot of you, whatever your big focus is on, especially if there's something you're thinking about taking a leap or a different approach with, massive winner victory here, which is lovely. So please claim that. Libra, please, you could take a screenshot as well if you want to look into it yourself. Let's see what's in the shadows for you. So what's going on for the lovely Libra collective in the shadows? And yeah, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing too. So let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this shadow card out. What is in the shadows for my Libras? Okay, I'll take it. 7 of Cups, good. That's the kind of energy I like to see in the shadows, and I've been seeing it for the other air signs this week. You guys are getting some beneficial shadow cards, which is a nice change. Now, I always say with the 7 of Cups, yeah, maybe you're daydreaming a little more. Maybe there's something you're fantasizing about when this shows up as a shadow card. It's not a bad thing. No judgment here. But when I see the 7 of Cups, I think of options, paths, and choices. And then when we have all the energies, especially like we've been seeing on the split ends of this reading, this again is very claimable. It tells me for a lot of Libras, there's probably more paths and options than you think, or something could turn out in a different way than what you're predicting, especially when we have this like fast moving wheel. I'm just loving the energy, especially on the split ends in here. So I feel like even this is claimable. So we're not going to read into it too much. I don't feel like this is analysis paralysis. Maybe that is it for some of you, where you have so many options or choices on the table, you don't know which one to take. But I do feel for a lot of you, there is beneficial outcomes coming in for you with the 7 of Cups here. So Libra, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the October subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out my digital calendar for the month of October at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. But for the October subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of one of my favorite decks, the Tarot of the Owls. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments, hypothetically, if you had to get a tattoo of a tarot card, which one would you choose and why? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. I'll see you again soon.